Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fine land, and welcome to the last match of Magma Group here at the highway to the Threemus Zone. I am Infinis. I am joined by Nitsky. How are you, Nitsky?
I'm doing great. For me, evening time, but for you, I feel like it's really early in the morning. But hope everybody has had a great day or a great night and is settling into our final match here. Looks as though we've got best boy in the world, Kane start, and we've got Antlion Nest. Gonna have to go to the moon to kill a boss and hit hit Yang with the pan and bring it back to Yang's wife.
Yeah, it's a very interesting. With we have two great runners in profcory and eiklopfer. Profcory managed to get out of the Alexander group with a 2-1 record, whereas eiklopfer who was seeded into a very tough anima group, but managed to get 2 wins from that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what our runners are capable of. Antline Nest is also very interesting because we know we got a good easy one out of distractions from the seed. So it's just going to be a matter of whether we can find a darkness crystal early or or a pan.
Absolutely. So for those of us in chat who enjoy the hashtag Fade Antlion, might not be the best choice on this seed, but hey, I mean, you could always forge the Legend Sword and the Adamant to get Excalibur, and you could Fade Antlion the whole way, potentially.
I mean that. Yeah, and just pray that Antlion doesn't have a darkness crystal or pan or, for that matter, a part of Excalibur. So, but maybe not a good idea in this case.
No, definitely not. But that's for the memes. I know it's out there, so I like to mention it where possible. Our runners are officially running. We are on a 15-minute delay, so we're just waiting to catch up to that delay here. I'm looking forward to a great match here to round out the Magma Route, at least for week 1, and then we'll have a group of 1-0 runners who are all going to again jump back into the bloodbath, and the 0-1 runners who are basically backs against the wall, win to continue, and that's going to be probably an even bigger bloodbath. So I'm looking forward to next week. Happy to wrap up this week with my co-commentator Infinis. Quick shout out to those behind the scenes. We're going to have Bad Karma clicking the buttons, and Zoe Vermillion making sure that nothing catches on fire and that you'll be able to see everything. Maybe we'll have a Twin Harp. I'm hopeful that maybe Twin Harp will have the pans. So that's what I'm hoping for.
I know. I kind of want to hope for Twin Harp having darkness.
Oh, that's evil. At least mine with the chain, you come out with something you need. That
But we
could
need
just.
But we need darkness. We have the Crystal Sword altar.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. See, that's why I'm in the hook route and I'm 0-1 and I'm not in the magma route. and basically trying to get to 1-0 there. But we'll definitely see. It looks as though our runners are starting here. So good luck to them. We'll see who our best boy Kane is going to be paired with, and I believe that is Palom.
And we have an adamant start, so we are half the way through forging Excalibur already. Ability to fade Antline has just gone up, maybe.
Yeah. So if I'm our runners, I probably end up there first, if not before that. I mean, obviously, each of our runners may have their own style of running things. They might go and pick up some characters, might do some looting. But it's definitely going to be a very exciting start there with half of the Excalibur ready for them there.
Agreed. And Okay, looks like a profcory is starting with a Baron check, whereas no, eiklopfer is immediately just going for Messia, just getting those 2 characters.
I don't blame him after he does the Mysidia clip
Ooh,
there. And we have an
ooh,
Edge and a D-Mist.
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That I'd probably, if once I get the powder, I would probably gone straight for that, because no, Edge is obviously very good early on, and also bonus round through D-Mist. Meanwhile, we had what was like a Cecil and a Pom, I think it was in Messia. I was too busy yakking to
It
see
was
who was actually else.
It was the depending on who you speak with, the inferior or superior white mage Porum. So we
Yep.
do have a white mage this seed, and everybody's favorite Dark Knight Cecil. So we'll see what eiklopfer decides to do with him, as he's currently in the party. Might ditch him at the first opportunity. Um, we'll see. I'm not extremely familiar with how these 2 runners run, whether they're team never Cecil or team always Cecil. So
Well, it
looks as
looks
though
like profcory immediately reset out Cecil and Porum, so I'm going to assume that he is on team never Cecil.
I'm going to assume so as well. He's going to bank on getting another white mage another way. So hopefully that wasn't the only white mage in the seed there. Has been noted. No,
Go on.
ahead.
No, what I find interesting so far is that looks like profcory is on his way there, but no one's actually checked Warrior Pass. That's usually a higher tier looting spot, and also has a free character there as well.
Usually, that's my first go as I'm going to Watery Pass, but it looks as though profcory has ended up there, while eiklopfer has picked up a Yang, and it looks as though that is a Porum.
No, it's a Palom.
No, that's a Palom. Well, I'll get that right one day. I got 50-50.
Oh look, yeah, it's 50-50. You know, it's kind of hard when they're facing forwards, because I usually tell by the cloak.
As I'm being told in chat by our amazing restreamer Zoe, green shirt Palom, green is Earth. All right, I will try.
And then you have a quake.
Earth equals quake. I will have to try and remember that. Thank you for the tip. I greatly appreciate it. Looks as though profcory is just going to do the basic loot here, the Watery Pass. He's not going to dig in any deeper than the waterfall there.
I mean, it makes sense. You have no access to exit. It makes that check a lot painful, very painful if you do that. Because there's only, I think, 4 or more chests going that way.
I believe so. I
actually didn't do the math. I didn't do the math. I was just going. I think it's about 4.
Well, eiklopfer is gonna let us know, so we'll be able to actually get the answer here, because he's gonna dig in just a little bit deeper there to see what's going on there. Meanwhile, in the Kaipo shop, it looks as though there are kamikazes and Thor rages, as well as the self-summon should Iridia appear. So definitely.
So yeah, it's interesting. Interesting whether you actually go out of your way to pick up a Sylph, because with the new bounce changes in was 4.0, Sylph costs a metric ton. So I'm not sure if it's worthwhile picking those up.
No, if you don't need it, usually on T Wildish it's in a chest somewhere, but definitely has gone up in price quite a bit there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we actually see. I mean, apart from a few coffins, I don't think we've seen anything of note in Watery Pass at all, actually.
Nope, but it all adds up. It's all worth money. Question in chat: Did eiklopfer pick up the second Palom? He did. And he has. He must have picked up an exit.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense of doing that deep looting then. Must have missed. Easy to miss. But now doing our objective. Let's dive that antlion cave.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get one of those objectives off the board there.
Not even looting it, which I don't know, I think actually makes sense. You've got enough decent loot. You have a whole bunch of twins, so you can actually do the twin command. Yeah, it's okay loot here, but no, not really worth the time, I suppose, to get it all.
I mean, if you're gonna come up here for the one chest in the save room in Antline Cave, if it's me, I'm looting it all because you never know. You just never know. There could be something amazing in there. It could be, a Mazamune, could be, a
Could be a
keen,
boat.
could be a bow, could be a keen dragoon spear. I've seen dragoon spears just hanging out there. With these flags, I would prioritize looting in the beginning. But again, that's just me. Fire sword isn't the end of the world, but it's not my number one choice for Kane. That's for sure.
Actually, profcory picking up a boomerang in one of the chests that Eclopfer first picked up. That's going to be very useful because that's going to enable him to back row, and the edge we know is in the seed. So.
And eiklopfer is going to give us a look at the first boss here, and it's ha ha ha.
Ah!
Oh, get your lolbazes out in chat, folks.
That's what you get for getting all those characters, I guess. Get to watch them all get picked off.
Pretty much. And we know that if there is a hook here, then there's a magma key out there somewhere, and vice versa. So this is a little bit of time. It's going to be a little bit disappointing, but what can you do? Looks as though profcory only has 4 in his party, so he'll go through this just a touch faster.
Yeah, I like what eiklopfer was trying to do there by trying to time the jump so that that Kane was not counted for purposes of A, getting paralyzed, and B, demolished.
Yeah, it's a tough one just because of his speed at this spot and the way that Kane works. It's tough. I've seen it rarely pulled off. And looks as though Golbez can still pack a punch in this spot. But he has that Star Veil up, so looks like Palm will survive there without a problem.
Yeah, also, and especially with just being able to cast like a fire that looks, because Golbez is weak to fire, surprisingly. That getting all that additional damage will be helpful.
Absolutely, and Golbez only has 1,000 HP in this spot, so not too bad in regards to that. And he is through. And there's not a lot of experience at this spot, so only having one character alive not a huge deal.
And the other big thing about experience there is that a Stardust Rod. That's not bad. But yeah, back to my point. The thing about that fight is that the Shadow Dragon also takes up some of the XP from that spot. So the fact that the Shadow Dragon runs away, we didn't kill him, so there goes even more of that little XP you've got.
Yep, and in a required spot, picking up the best Black Mage rod in the game. Definitely cannot say no to that. Looks as though eiklopfer did pick up that boomerang, so if he does run into an edge, he will be able to back row glitch him as well. And profcory is through on his side, as you can see, making up a little bit of time on eiklopfer, just because he had one less person to go through animations and whatnot, and he's gonna give that Stardust Rod to Palom. Definitely a smart choice, and use the exit. Whereas eiklopfer used his exit to get out of Watery Pass. profcory is going to use it to get out of Antline Cave. I like that move. And he is going to see who is on Mount Hobbs. I hope it's Edward.
I hope it's second Cecil.
Second Cecil? No, that would be too easy. 2 Cecils already?
But
Actually,
having
no,
said that,
we don't have one Cecil, so I just
well,
realized that.
well, profcory doesn't have a second Cecil because they reset out. Oh, that's an edge. Oh, that's
Oh, that's an
that
edge.
is a
That's
big.
a we'll take on the sparkle here. Or maybe not.
No, he's got the star. He's got the star veil up.
No.
That's gonna land.
Just in
Meanwhile,
time.
Baigan set himself to attack the bull, so that should be relatively straightforward. Because no, I believe Stardust doesn't get reflected, so we can get bypass the wall counts that Baigan puts up. 2 magic attacks.
Yes, thankfully. That does bring up an interesting point for profcory. He currently has no star veils, though the only boss where he might be concerned about that might be Ashura. Maybe. Beyond that, shouldn't be in too much trouble.
No, this should be breezy. He also gets to do the unintentional arm grind for like a little bit extra XP. But no, eiklopfer's free.
Every little bit helps. For people who want to fade for bulls, sorry, not today.
It kind of makes sense at this point. You don't have a hook. You don't have magma key. You may as well just. It's kind of along the route of getting XP for your characters, among other things. Speaking of hook,
there is your hook. It looks as though we may have what I was hoping for, a hook seed. So now I just need Ogopogo at the ruby spot to complete the trifecta there.
hook seat in magma group. That never happens, right?
No, never in Phineas. I think that's only probably like the 90% I think of magma seeds have been hooked, and 90% of hook seeds have been magma. So it's rather funny. As Zoe is saying in chat, Evil Wall at KQ, please. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I am hoping for that as well.
Yeah, I think we're all hoping for that. Although I guess it won't be too bad in that spot because you can back row glitch the edges at the very least. So getting the 6k damage on for that hypothetical Evil or King Queen Evelyn is probably doable. Without too much more effort anyway.
No, exactly. Looks as though Yang is going to take a seat for eiklopfer, and Edge is going to join the team. Interesting choice. Definitely an interesting choice given his party composition, but I don't hate it.
Actually, I think I agree in that spot. Like, yeah, you basically have a Yang is essentially with Edge, because Edge can equip the claws that you want Yang to use anyway. So I don't see any real benefit of taking that on.
Yeah, I'm liking Yang in this flag set just because his HP growth curve goes up quite a bit. At the beginning, he is a bit of a slog, but once you get him up in levels, he does some decent work in that. Having him use the Thunderclaw for bosses like Odin, for bosses like Kinatsu, definitely help you out and still allow your Edge to do some work. But it's definitely not the wrong play, and he did pick up some more Star Veils there, so he is reloaded there, so no worries. Has profcory backward that Edge yet? He has. He has a boomerang actually in the right hand slot right now.
And I believe and both our runners also have a middle in the left hand. So.
Yep, some ninja stars. That's some money. Or you can throw them, I guess.
I mean, if I want to really go through things fast, I have thrown them.
Yeah. Looks as though Sid has joined the team at the expense of Yang. I don't know. Sid's a bit beefier than Yang at this point, so definitely not wrong. That Zeus Gauntlet's not going to hurt, that's for sure. And it looks as though eiklopfer is going to take on the bonus round while profcory tackles Ordeal. So we'll see some divergence here. We'll see who is going to benefit from these changes.
So you were mentioning about wanting Star Veils. Well, here's Asura.
Yeah,
Nicely
I think.
timed.
I think Klopfer picked up some Star Veils, so
Yes.
I think
Very well
he'll be
timed in
okay.
this case.
Because as you can see there, chat, he's trying to life lock her. Hopefully it works.
Well, it shouldn't be too bad because this spot is very, very slow. So I think I had it. Although it's not helped by the fact that Palom is not in the middle slot, that might make life locking a bit harder.
Well, looks as though he's got it, but as you can see there, that Ashura is doing some work.
Yeah, those are some. That's a fair bit of punching there. Meanwhile, we have our turtle on at the Mylon spot, so different fiend there, and yeah, it looks like we're easily through. Already in the shell. I don't think we even saw the wave water being gathered. That was how quick that went.
Excellent work, profcory, knowing that when the water isn't gathered, that Kinazo is weak to ice. Has Palom do some work with some ice too there, and that's all she wrote. And looks as though I forgot about Bahamut. It looks as though, unfortunately, on Klopfer's side, Ashura took him down. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. Just very, very punchy, and it's going to go for round 2. It looks like so.
Yeah. Now it's a DPS race on profcory's side here. He needs to do roughly about 3,500 damage, if I recall, in the Mylon Z spot. So.
Yeah, I do think he's going to be through. Yeah, in fact, he is through. No need for Star Veils.
Nope. Definitely happy to see Bahamut there. It could have been in a much worse position there.
That's true. But having the other things, like we could see the Yang kick across the world.
It's very true. Very true. Bluffing up also a good strat, as being noted in chat. Definitely a smart move there. Sometimes I forget about bluff. It is a J skill that we do have in the randomizer, so it increases Palom's wisdom by 15, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Battle. 10 or 15. I'm sure someone in chat will correct me if I'm wrong. So it can definitely power up those spells, and we have a pretty free guard fight here at the top. 1,000 HP split between both guards, and we see them being one shot. Perfect. 15 is correct. Thanks, chat. Appreciate someone checking my work.
Yeah, and meanwhile, profcory is through that fight. Only got a white shirt from Ordeals, but it's still good to get that out of the way.
Yep, your Cecil is paladinized. If you do run into Tella, he'll have his spells unlocked, so he can definitely be serviceable, especially for a D-machine grind. He'll have weak, so if that's the route that people are planning on taking, definitely a smart move to do there. Looks as though eiklopfer was able to get that Star Veil Reflect off. So things seem to be going a lot better this time for him, which is definitely good. Using much.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
I was gonna say he's now through, so that's all right. Spoon flag, spoon. All right. Now we really want to get an Eddie.
Get ready. And looks as though profcory, remembering that Cecil was here. Perhaps he is on Team Cecil coming back.
Or could be just going for the white mage.
Could be. And
Yeah, it is for
yeah,
the white mage.
it is for the white mage. Well, I tried. I really tried. Team never Cecil for profcory, noted for future reference. Spoonward when Gundam, we have to find an Eddy. So far, believe it or not, have we seen an Eddy in this scene? I
We
don't
have
think
not. We also know that there's a cane in the bed in Kaipo, so
Yeah,
probably not the outside. It's looking less and less likely to find Eddie at this point.
With the C maybe flag on for this flag set for this tournament, it is possible that there could be no Eddy in the entire scene. You hate to see it, but it's a possibility. And see, why buy a self summon when you can just find one in the bushes and make an easy 15 grand? So, or 12.5 grand, I should say. So,
Ooh. Important thing to note: the eiklopfer looks like they've forgotten they've beaten a Threemus, and it's just going to look immediately dive hook. It makes sense. It's really easy to forget that that's the first spot, the first thing you fought at that Baron Inn was a Threemus. So it's one of those things that happen sometimes.
It definitely does, and actually, believe it or not, eiklopfer has not back row glitched Edge. He placed the boomerang on the left hand, and the boomerang needs to be in the right hand. Even though Edge is ambidextrous, that's just how it's written up there. But we do see sirens in the Eblin Caves, so that might put worrying about Tella on the back burner.
Yeah.
With those. Go ahead.
Go on. No, you go on. You finish your point, and I'll make a point.
That's okay. I was just going to say, with those sirens available, he picks up a couple there. I find that most people in these flag sets, where possible, are using sirens, whether to crack some eggs or to, once you go to the moon, kill some gold dragons. But we'll definitely see what he does with those in the future.
So the point I was going to make in response to that is that, speaking of, okay, there was a teller, but is that since we have a whole bunch of edges, one thing we do have access to once we get underground is to go through up the Tower of Babel, and steal a whole bunch of sirens from the trap chest there.
Yep, definitely. It recently. Not recently, I think it's always been there, but recently has become more useful to steal those sirens and to have Edge steal those sirens versus trying to find them or trying to buy them, because they are still available in chests. It's definitely a tough one, and unsurprisingly, the old man is placed in the trash bin because we don't need him, because we've got Palom learns warp at level 29 as is common. I'm pretty sure that eiklopfer has those sirens, and we'll get him to level 29 in order to activate the warp glitch. So absolutely. So
yeah. Meanwhile, we have profcory. I actually remember they defeated Threemus, so looks we have to see pretty shortly what the fun that's there. Also, interesting note that he actually dismissed that second edge. I think that's an interesting choice. Given that you haven't found any good gear for him, you've got like two middles. Might be also be selling for reflex strats with or even or with hybrid.
could be, depends on whatever he's comfortable with. Let's see what Rydia's mom is holding for us while she's sunbathing in beautiful mist. And it is a pan.
Oh, that's huge. That's actually huge.
That is
the fact, because since eiklopfer has forgotten that check. Oh, that's once they go underground. It will be interesting to see what they do, because we know from watching this race That's gonna be a sword of Damocles hovering over eiklopfer's head.
Yeah, that would definitely send him on a wild goose chase. That's for sure. It was noted in chat, just to finish up our previous point, that the drop tables for steel were restored in version 4.0 by Boardface. So thank you, Baka, for providing me with that information. I thought that they were always there, and we just never used them because who has time to steal stuff, basically.
Oh, meanwhile, it looks like eiklopfer's also reassuring with the Sailman chest here. Sailman is very rude.
Yeah, it's not an easy fight at low levels, that's for sure, but he does get through. Now, the good news is there is only the one trap chest, so he's free now to basically loot the rest, and always punished.
Always punished. That was just the casual crystal sword that everyone's been clamoring for.
Yeah. So
I guess it's now money.
It's a money sword now. It's very very sad. You hate to see it. Also, Scala Kitty, our amazing administrator, pointing out that Cry is in the meta. If you do steal with Edge to increase the probability of stealing, if you Cry with Worm, it's been found to improve those odds of being able to steal those sirens. So definitely also something that was recently found out, I know. But I don't know. I know Team Never Cecil loves their Never Cecil, but I can't get behind it. I can't, because something like that happens, and you're right, Jeebus, that Crystal Sword might be worth 15 sirens, but OP Paladin Cecil swinging away with a Crystal Sword, you love to see it. You love to see it. And eiklopfer runs into the Mad Ogre chest, which is going to be very interesting given his party composition.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's also going to be interesting because I think the only way eiklopfer's probably going to get away is if Porum knows size and is able to size the Mad Ogres.
Except Porum's taking a nap, so.
That's a minor detail.
That's a minor detail. Now, if anybody new is just joining in and going, well, this is a tough fight. Why not just run away? Well, for this tournament, we have a flag that's the can't run flag. So basically, once you're in a battle, you're stuck. The only way out is to reset, and I don't think eiklopfer is saved in a little bit. So saving at this point might definitely cost him more time than trying to battle through this Mad Ogre fight, which he is slowly getting through, but he's only got 2 people left, so we'll definitely see what happens.
Meanwhile, profcory does actually pick up the tail that ditches the second Palom, so is going to be able, since they've gone up all deals, is going to be able to do the size trick.
Should he open? Well, he's opened that chest. The question is, oh no, sorry, that's a Sailman chest. Oh no, that's a
Sailman chest.
That is a Sailman chest. I'm getting my monsters all mixed up now.
It happens to all of us. Yeah, it's all. Oh, Ward AI, please. Just no 2 shots Palom without the ability to do anything, while Twin's being queued up by this Porum.
Shout out to Boardface AI 2.0. I can't wait for the 3.0 update whenever it drops, because it knows.
It knows.
And profcory, you're gonna see the good news there. He's got a money sword.
So, Maximum Sea Dog asks, why is eiklopfer using the life on the dead ogres? And that's a very interesting question. Very good answer. So in Final Fantasy IV, there's if you can target a life onto a dead ogre, and the way life works is that it will give it hit points equal to its vitality, It just so happens that all monsters have a vitality of 0, so you essentially get a second kill.
So it's kind of like a 2-for-1. So
Yeah.
it registers it as another kill, and you get the experience for that ogre. And they do give a decent amount of experience. The only catch is it does not work on undead. It does not work on machines, and obviously, you have to life glitch before the battle ends. Like he won't be able. Excuse me. Apologize. He won't be able to life glitch this last mad ogre because once it's killed, the battle basically ends. As he continues to fight with the ogre there, who's getting angry and dropping Palom down again there. And yes, once it fades from the screen, there's a small window to be able to pull the trick off. Once it's gone from the screen, it's not targetable, so you can't pull off the glitch. And if you're really good, you can drop 2 life potions on it. And if you're super good, you could drop 3. But that's usually a rarity.
So profcory, uses the size, gets those bad ogres down pretty quick. No longer giant, so this will be a lot easier fight compared to what eiklopfer had to go through. Do you actually see what eiklopfer got from that chest? Because it went by really quickly.
He went by it very quickly. I did not get a chance to see it either. So hopefully someone in chat can help us out with that. Thanks, Karma. Apparently it was a dagger, assassin dagger. Tell your friends. So, unfortunately, a bit of a zonk on that one, but some experience nonetheless. And in this game, experience super important. You wanna level up your characters so that you have to grind less. So the more you can pick up along the way, the better it ends up being in the end there. So we just see some equipping on eiklopfer's side. He's just getting all pumped up for his king queen.
So I was just watching eiklopfer just try to go for the double and just missed because I think he fell about a couple damage short. He was that close to getting a double life glitch off. Bit unlucky, but
happens sometimes.
But you're right. It'll be interesting to see what who's going to be at the King Queen Edwin spot. Because if it's like say an evil wall, we're in for a load of hurt. Or we could have a Dark Knight Cecil, and
he's not going to tickle.
Also hurts.
Yeah, he's not going to tickle, especially at those. And eiklopfer immediately deciding, you know what, we're not even gonna try. We're not even gonna try. I'm gonna try and lower my battle speed here, but I think at these levels he's just gonna Payman's just gonna hit too much, and I don't think he has enough to pull him down. He's got about 6,000 HP, I believe, in this spot. So
no, you're not gonna damage race this. I think this is. I think the way you get through this is if you have the cure on the bottom edge. Maybe. I guess.
Oh, one might make it. Edge might make it.
No,
I don't think so. No.
Like I said, I think you have to target the bottom edge because of the way turn order happens. And hope that's enough.
Yeah, or as indicated in chat, Night Dew, and I believe somebody else mentioned it. Revenant Fate also said you could throw the spoon. I think the spoon would be enough to take him out.
Let's see. Let's try and do math here. So off memory, and someone chat correct me if I'm wrong here, but darting is basically the weapon's power multiplied by the character's level, right? So. I don't think that hits to 6k. I think we might be a bit short, unless I'm missing something here.
Could be. It's
Math is hard. This is way
Math's-
too early for me.
Yeah.
It's also way too early for me to do math.
Yeah, it's a Saturday for me, so math is off the table. Hey, at this point, if you're not getting through otherwise, it's I would chuck a spoon at this point. If it allowed me to
Yeah.
get through here, it would
Sure.
be definitely worth it. No, he's gonna try the cure, but just a little too early on that one. States right. profcory getting the good news.
No, I think battle speed will put eiklopfer through. Because this should be the third wave, I think.
Yeah. And
justice is the only right in this world. Eiklopfer is through the first fight.
Not bad. Only took a couple of times, but he was able to keep on it and keep the spoon as well. So, and the good news is Ruby is very, very generous at this spot. Obviously, if I'm eiklopfer, I'm going to go back and save. It looks as though it'll either be Mylon and Friends or Mylon Z. Sitting at that spot, but eiklopfer smartly going back to save. You don't want to go.
Oh wow, that's smart. That is really smart. profcory jumped over to get over the second and third wave. Gets through this fight as well. Well, that's
well
smart.
played. That's definitely 200 IQ there, and definitely some swag. That's for sure. That was. I did not expect that. I was fully expecting Kane to land and get smushed. So I was just waiting for that. But I'm happy to be proved wrong, as it looks as though it's Mylon Z behind, which isn't going to be easy. He's going to hit. He has, I think it's 22,000 HP at this spot. So
roughly about that, yeah.
Roughly about that, give or take. So this is not going to be a walk in the park based on the fact that Mylon's able to one-shot some of his party, and even came with the fire sword, only doing about 900 there. And he's gonna take a nap.
And chat pointing out, you know what would also be really good here?
What's that?
Crystal Sword Cecil. It'll just do quad 9s.
Just
If only we had a paladin of some sort.
Well,
even level 1.
Did we get a crystal sword? Oh yes, we did. We did get a crystal sword. It would be this would be I wouldn't even be talking. The fight would probably already be over.
Well, yes. So did you want to talk about why I can say with full confidence that Cecil would do quad 9s against Mylon Z?
Probably because the crystal sword is horrendously overpowered, and even though a level, like, let's even say a level 1 Cecil, there's some sort of something. You tell the fans at Phineas.
Okay, sure. So Crystal Sword, not only is it a very powerful weapon, it also is strong against undead, and as you know, Mylon Z is undead. It also does holy damage, and Mylon Z is also weak to holy, so it basically gets the multiplier for hitting both weaknesses. So it doesn't take a much for that to go to quad 9s against a Mylon Z.
And today I learned something: 16 times damage, as Zoe says in chat. So it would.
Yeah, and especially considering it's like 200 base attack. It also gives 15 strength, and among other things, it is going to be a lot.
It's just a great sword. I get it. Fire 3 can do 3,000. Thanks for coming out, Tella. We appreciate it. But swings, like basically 3, 4, let's say 4 swings at the worst. And Cecil, you just gotta keep Cecil alive, which isn't that difficult to do, to be honest, folks.
Yeah.
You got.
Unfortunately,
We
the
don't have
unfortunate
one
thing
of
is,
these, so
yeah, exactly.
we got to play this blink berserk and hope for the
But no, it looks like
best.
and profcory is down on my so there. Marlon Z is down on profcory's side. So yeah,
He's made up the gap.
first, yeah. Oh, it's not just the gap, but it's also the fact that well, he's
He
also got
has
the
the pan.
panery, so
Yeah.
I imagine the first thing he's going to do is basically do his objective and see what comes out of that, because we could actually see a very early go mode at this point.
Absolutely could be if Sheila 1 or Sheila 2 has the darkness crystal, then Prof Corey would just be ready to go to town, and it's unfortunate that eiklopfer has forgotten about Miss Dragon. Hopefully he remembers after this fight. That's for sure. We're gonna Val at the top of the tower. It's a bit spicy. Hopefully,
Yeah, that is very spicy.
yeah. Hopefully our runners
I think
don't have to run into that. Hopefully.
well, like I said, we have what three outs to not need to do keyless towers at the moment. So
No, there's could always do Fey March.
we also have the Feymatch. That's right. You
Castle.
also have the Feymatch chest as well. So
Yep,
that should be.
the Dwarf Castle sealed cave warp glitch, and Prof
Well,
Corey instantly going to self cave. He's gonna go and hit Yang with that pan and probably turn around and return that right back to our best pal Sheila. And it looks as though eiklopfer does get Mylon Z down, so GG to them. And yes, believe it or not, Mylon Z is flying. He definitely doesn't look like he's flying, but he is a flying individual. As Yang gets hit with the pan, he wants to stay a little longer just because he's tired. And the subs give us spicy
Earth
rock.
Crystal. We get to play chat's favorite game of Rate That Treasury, hopefully.
We will see. There's definitely sometimes there's always some spicy edge loot in there. That's for sure.
There could also be sometimes a crystal sword in there, to really rub it into our runners here.
Yeah. Or even an Excalibur. Like Excalibur Cecil, I don't hate either. Obviously, I'd love Crystal Sword Cecil, but if you said here's Cecil and here's an Excalibur, I'd go, yeah, okay, I can do that. Comes to Troya. Very interesting.
Ooh, and we pick up a curse ring here, so
Yeah, sell some.
yeah, still.
Sell a middle sword there, because you gonna sell that crystal sword. You don't have a Cecil, you might as well. No, you're gonna hold on to it. Very interesting.
So yeah, selling a headband makes sense. Selling the whistle, yeah, makes sense too. All right.
I missed job growth there. It looks as though it was like a music something.
I completely missed it, honestly.
Yeah. But it went so fast. I saw music. Pixel Tamer saying music composer and arranger. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Because
we'll check the tape.
Yeah. Yep, Sheila can wait. Apparently, I gotta go get my loot. I just happened upon a curse ring, and
we've got this shiny earth rock. We get to rate that treasury.
He's secretly hoping for some edge loot. Hopefully, he doesn't run into a bunch of crystal swords.
Oh, I'm hoping for crystal swords personally.
Oh, I am as well.
Masamune, Murasame, Cat Claw, White Spear. Well, second Stardust, Bahamut, and Blitz. So, I think you have to give that a 9 out of 10. Like you have one edge, Mura and Masa, and also White Spear for Arcane. Yeah, it's gotta be a 9 to me.
Yeah, it's definitely a 9. The only way it gets better is if that's. I personally like the Dragoon Spear just because I like the noise it makes. when
Well,
it attacks more than the white spear. But that's
Dragoon
just a
Spear
personal
is
thing.
yeah. Also, Dragoon Spear very good for doing the egg grind that eiklopfer is also doing, and also for the King regrind. So either way, like a good 9 to me.
Well, yeah, get Coop, but that Holy Spear would have been much more useful, about 10 minutes ago.
Oh look, a Magma Key,
Magma Key and
Baron
a
Key.
Baron Key. Interesting. The search continues.
Ooh.
So, Phineas, you've completed Antlion Nest. You've returned the pan to Yang's wife. You have a Baron Key, and you have an Earth Crystal. What do you do?
I think if I was profcory right now, I would probably go down, scram, get the free chest in Feymarch, because it's a freebie. From there, if I can easily do that, do those fights, do them. If not, get out here, do one side to make sure that our Palm gets warp, and then or quake, and go from and then do dwarf.
Then do dwarf from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat. Although, Baron Key is always interesting. I always like to finish out a chain. So part of me might go, it is 2 bosses, but it is 2 key items with opening up the Odin spot as well, and getting my characters some levels here definitely doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Listen, Palm doesn't need defensive gear. He's got the Stardust Rod.
Yeah. There's what's the best defense is a good offense, right?
Absolutely.
That's how that saying goes, right?
I believe so. And just short.
Yeah, only 34 short of doing that, and
you hate to see it. You hate to see it. We're gonna.
Ooh,
an 11.
Oh,
that is something you don't like to see.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, after every physical attack, Yellow Dragon will counter with Thunder, and while his characters didn't die, it's not exactly, I'm sure, how he wrote it up there. While we have Odin at, I will be honest, chat, I'm not sure where this is.
I believe this is Dwarf. Look, going by the background.
He did go into Dwarf Castle?
Well, this is the only place I can think of which has this the battle background. So, because the only other spot I could think of would be Ergo Pogo spot.
I was also thinking Cape Magnus, but I knew he couldn't be there without the Twin Hearts. So.
Yeah. Speaking of Cape Magnus, there's a Dark Elf right here, and another Palom. So,
bye, Palom. It was fun noticing you. Should not be too difficult here with Dark Elf, only having 3,000 HP between both forms. I don't get checking Dwarf FF4FE much too, Zoe. I think it's just a matter of you've got 2 checks and the 2 bosses are not that difficult. Feymarch is more of a time sink, just because you got to go down there, you got to look at that, and then you always get sad when you see the King and Queen of Eblin are 2 sparkles, and although it's not Wyvern, so.
But having said that, eiklopfer is now through Dwarf. No. We'll see what they pick up. Oh, does Palom know Warp? Because eiklopfer doesn't have Teller, so this might also be very risky.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he, because he did grind some eggs there, so previously.
Okay, yeah.
So I would think he probably grinded enough to get to warp. He does have
Okay,
warp.
so
Thanks,
he does have
chat.
pop. Good.
So hard, so much action going on. It's very hype.
Hmm.
Yeah, there he is. He's got warp. He's level 33.
Oh, that's plenty. Oh, hey, another Stardust rod.
Just in case you didn't have enough. Need
If only we had a second. If only we had a second Palom or something.
Yeah. Where's third Palom?
We had third Palom. Like, and there's
And
darkness. Oh, that's okay.
Huge.
That's gonna be interesting when profcory gets through this, because that is his go mode.
Yes, chat. Rip Keyless Tower.
Rip
Although
Keyless Tower.
eiklopfer might do that. Forgetting about demist at this point. Although maybe he gets saved, and maybe there's a sword just hanging out in your freebie chest here, and that would definitely save him. That's for sure. That's the great thing about this flag set. It is 3 of 4 objectives that are required to get the crystals. So he could not be punished for not going to speak with Rydia's mom. And we will see in just.
Or we could have Twin Harp.
Oof.
We could have music.
More music. And just an hourglass 2 there. Just gonna pick up a couple of those. profcory, you're gonna be sad getting rid of that Palm when could have had another Stardust Rod incoming.
Well, he has 2 Stardust rods already, right? Because he picked one at Treasury.
Oh yes, that's right, he did. So he's
He knows what. No, he knows why. He knows the frequency, as it were. But anyway, we have to see what fun we have in Fame March.
That's right, Hermit Tella can use this service, and it's a very gross Yang. You know, though, there's a way to make that fight a little bit easier. Do you know how to make that fight easier in Fames?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's kind of struggling to come to me at the moment. Does it involve a character we don't have?
It actually does. So Yang's.
Oh, really?
Yang scripted to end after his second round the world karate kick. If you have somebody by the name of Paladin Cecil in your party, and all he has to do is hit him, he can hit him with that silver staff, even if you wanted, or if you wanted to go like full bore with like a crystal sword, and the battle ends. So it's practically a freebie. He'll hit a little bit hard, but if you had Paladin Cecil. It's only Paladin Cecil. Dark Knight Cecil doesn't count. He goes ouch, and it ends. There's supposed to be dialogue that Cecil's supposed to say, but for some reason in the US version, that dialogue didn't make it for whatever reason. I'm not.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
I did not know that bit.
Yeah, that's he's supposed to say something like Yang's talking to Cecil, and Cecil's supposed to be saying stuff back, but Cecil's text is like it's gone. It's in the Japanese version, but for some reason it didn't make it to the US version, which makes me sad because I don't know Japanese, so I don't know what he's actually saying.
But yes, now it's going to be interesting to see what profcory does. He knows what he has. The dark crystal. He's what 3, 6, 8 key items. So. And you know he has Twin Harp, so I guess the interesting question is he going to go do a bit more checks just to get to 10 before he does his grind? What would you do in this spot?
I'm gonna go grind. Given I'm at 8, I'm gonna go grind because I could check 2 spots and they could have I don't know, a white shirt or a moon veil, and I could still be 2 key items away from 10. So if I'm in go mode, I go scramble some eggs or do a D machine grind or whatever is the path of least resistance at that point in regards to that.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I think you, if I had 9 key items, I'd probably go check Feymarch. But with at 8, it's just no. There's just too much. It's not worth it.
Yeah, because as a great co-commentator, Demarine told me today, you can grind 3 eggs in a minute, and that's even if you're at 10 key item, or sorry, not 10. If you're at 8 key items, that's still 100,000 experience. I think in a minute I can do that faster than trying to do one of these checks to get a couple of extra key items. So looks as though Klopfer is going to, for the fans, provide us with some music. So I will go quiet here momentarily. As our buddy DJ Spoony Bard is going to provide us with some amazing tunes in this randomizer. The tunes are randomized here on the harp. There's a whole bunch of them, and wait and see what is there. I'll need my friends in chat to let me know, as I have the sound off, what it is. And chat telling me it was from Lufia 2 as a slapping track. I'll have to watch the VOD and take a listen there. As, looks as though Klopfer has picked up the package for his troubles.
Yeah, and very interesting to note there for everyone in chat. That's because normally when you fight Dr. Luge, the music will change when he goes into his second form, but eiklopfer, being a true hero of the people, managed to skip that phase and just kill him outright. In the meantime, we have profcory doing a whole bunch of eggs. Looks like it might be here a fair while, because I imagine they're trying to get to nuke onto our palm over here.
Definitely a smart idea. If you're gonna go to the moon, you want to go to the moon just once and get everything all taken care of. And
ooh, eiklopfer doing the keyless tower play.
Zoe will be pleased. We'll see. We'll see if the keyless tower pays off. It definitely might. Still definitely not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. But
no, because Yes, but if this ends up being Legend Sword, then then Threemus is not actually required. So that's another way to go mode.
Absolutely. So while
Just has to fight this Valvalis, and because he has a cane, it's not going to be too bad. You can counter that script. No, get it out of the spin relatively quickly. So.
And he will need to, because I believe that there is a lot of defense at this spot, if memory serves me correctly. So Val's
I
not
never
gonna be
remember
a
these things.
Yeah.
I never remember these things, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. He's got some levels, but as you can see there, Edge doing 188, not exactly his best work.
I think that's the edge that's not back road.
That's true. And as you can see, the board AI is on point. 119, whichever one is back road, is they're not doing too much. That's for sure.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
Yeah, and the board AI on point there. Take Kane down with the weak. Thankfully, Val was out of tornado form there, so that that quake actually did some work. But yeah, as you can see, the edge is even with Val open, not hitting too hard. That's for sure.
Yeah, must be the one that's not back road, because otherwise it'll be doing a lot more. Because you see the edge in the middle is doing 900. Okay, with Berserk it's about one over 1k. So I think to me that would probably be a sign that I've messed something up here, because this edge should be doing a lot more.
Yeah, hopefully he goes back and double checks that, as yeah, for 422 in tornado form and a
miss. Jeez.
So I would definitely be looking at that bottom edge and going, something's not right. His levels are definitely not giving him an edge, that is for sure.
Oh, that seems like an edge case scenario to me.
And we have profcory summoning the whale and going to the moon, presumably to conquer the vanilla crystal sword altar, aka the wyvern spot, which we know wyvern will not be there, so that's always good. But Klepper is able to pull down Valvalis here, and he gets a Luca key. How fun is that?
Oh, we totally need that to get into the sealed cave.
Wait, we've already gotten the key item out of the sealed cave, so basically that goes on my key item ring, which I then promptly throw out. So while it is a key item, it does bring him up to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's still a long ways away, and unfortunately in this case, Keyless Tower is a bit of a bust.
Unfortunately. So that actually leaves eiklopfer with only, 2 options, which is the Fey match bosses.
Yeah,
and that's going to really hurt.
It's
that.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, that's for sure.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. He has access to darkness as well, so he could just commit to a moon dive.
Hey, there's your Eddie.
Hey, get to Spoonwood. Come on, Spoonwood. Nah, yeah.
Spoonwood? Oh,
No.
sadness.
Boo.
Boo. Sorry, KNH. Sorry, LSL. No Spoonword this seed. Very sad.
I mean, to be fair, I probably would have done the same thing, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's true. I've got my levels on my party. I'm all good to go. I got old man Tella. He's gonna hold up the floor for me. So Asuka's a big Spoonword fan. Thank you, Scala. It's so hard. There are so many amazing people in this community. As it's hard to keep up. But thank you so much, Bad Karma, for the the 5-pack gift sub. Congratulations to those winners, and appreciate your generosity and sharing those emotes and all that love. Thank you again so much on behalf of the entire community. I greatly appreciate it.
Also, what was Sheila 1? Was it Baron or was it the Magma Key? It was
Magma
Magma
Key.
Key off memory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt even more. Oh.
Yeah. That's very sad. While profcory is making this trek down, I'm just going to quickly give a shout out to our featured runners here, profcory and eiklopfer. Make sure you give them a follow. They're providing us with amazing content here to finish out week 1 of the Magma Route. And so without them, Phineas and I are probably just having a nap. Zoe might be having a nap. Karma might be having a nap. So
I mean, I'll slipped in as opposed to getting up at 6:30 in the morning. See, that's no dedication,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Where was Earth Crystal?
Earth Crystal was the Sylph Cave.
That's right. You hit Yang over the head with the pan, which you got from Rydia's mom. D-Mist was in Baron Inn, and that's how that came out. Also, shout out to my behind-the-scenes colleagues here. Shout out to my co-commentator, Judge Phineas. Make sure you give him a follow. He's doing amazing work here. New to the community, but he's doing awesome work. We appreciate everything. Apparently eating and streaming at the same time. That's the dream. Zoe Vermillion. Make sure you give her a follow. And making sure all the buttons light up so that you know what each person has is Bad Karma. Bad Karma 62. I almost said 82. Make sure I get the right number. So make sure you give all of them a follow. And appreciate all the work everybody's done.
Ooh, and yeah, antline here at the wyvern spot. Very rude in terms of like punching, as you can see by the fact that Palm just can't stay unhit for too long. But the counters shouldn't be too bad because that's based on the magic stat. Look, the counter even land. That's how bad that is.
Yeah, the counter's bad, but Antlion physically, outside of his vanilla spot, anywhere you run into him, he almost seems to hit like a truck. So I always hate running into him anywhere outside of his vanilla spot, to be honest. Excuse me, apologize for that. He's just... He's got a lot of hit points, so he's not easy to pull down, although eventually profcory does pull him down there, and will be officially in go mode at 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 53 seconds. And it's an Excalibur that, well, he can throw. Good news, Edge can throw Excaliburs, so it's not totally lost. That's for sure.
Yeah. I guess from a eiklopfer's point of view, it's probably a good thing that it's not the Legend Sword in a sense.
Yes, that would have been even much worse. That's for sure. Yeah, we're gonna see profcory probably save here, and looks as though he's ready. His party's in the high 40s there.
But more importantly, Paladin doesn't have nuke yet. Paladin gets nuke at level 52. He's about 4 levels short. So that's probably why he just popped the tent. He's probably looking to do Riven Rinse because that's 100,000 XP there.
That is very true. We'll see if that's the case. I might go just, knowing that obviously my opponent could be right on my heels, but he is going to take the time to pop some sirens here. I might have gone without and just gone with power overwhelming, but that's just me. And
I mean, I guess this is another option. Paladin has weak, so we can just weak these down. So
yeah, that's true. If you have Palom and you have weak, then this is probably not nearly as daunting as it seems. And unfortunately, you're at 9 key items.
So whereas if you actually gone down, if you had actually gone down to very much got that twin harp, that would be 10. That would be the 10th key item. But we wouldn't have banked on that.
No, exactly. It's not. This isn't going to, with weak, it's not going to take a long time. He's still going to get 90,000 experience. He's just looking, like you said there, I think he's just looking to get nukes so that he can basically take out Threemus without a problem there. He just needs 2 more levels on his Palom there.
Yes, so someone asked in chat is why, if you've already got weak on your Palom, why actually, how much of a difference is why continue grinding? And the big answer is that nuke, the difference between elements of free spell and nuke is incredible. Not only is it a faster cast time, but also it also deals a lot more damage because of the multiplier. So you really do want to be able to get that nuke if you're going to go for that. And also the hit points on Palom isn't that bad. As you can see, Palom only has right now 1750. Big bangs can go up to 2,500 if you're really unlucky on the first big bang. So getting to nuke, getting more levels isn't a bad idea. Meanwhile, we have that's King Element in the ribbon room, right?
In the ribbon room. So
wow, you luck to see that as a runner.
Absolutely.
The freest of fights can.
As you can see there, the fire 2 here, 72. So yeah, 53. So just in this case, you wait it out. They have way too many hit points in this spot, so you just wait it out. And does this count as checking your freebies? Sort of. I mean, it is a freebie, so might as well check it. See what happens there.
Yeah, so someone asking in the chat, where is the pan? Pan was behind Threemus. We found Threemus in Baron in the first spot. And then Ria's mum gives the pan. So
yeah, as chat noting out eiklopfer a little bit behind because he doesn't quite have the levels. And look at some king gear.
I mean, you want that Dragoon Spear, right? Because of the sound effect, right?
Oh, I would. And if I have a flame spear, well, either of those is an upgrade. That's for sure. That's for sure. But from a key item standpoint, is not what eiklopfer wanted to see. As he is continuing, trying to just telepathically tell him, Threemus.
Ooh, and that is a rude boss here. That's Ogre Pogo in the White Spear altar.
It is the nope rope. You hate to see him basically anywhere on him because he's going to be dirty. But in the meantime, Threemus, seeing all of these 2 question marks in chat, it looks like it's on a flag. Maybe it's like I know this is Threemus Zone, but maybe this was a leftover from the Threemus Zone. Do you know what all these flags mean?
Surely it means something to do with Zambia, trying to qualify for the Soccer Football World Cup in 2023.
Absolutely, right? It must be. Or if you'd like, I can say they are Z flags.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, the Z flags. Oh, right.
Yes.
So this must mean that we have to get to ask the question of whose butt we are kicking today.
You are absolutely correct. We can't move Threemus around just because he's too difficult, but we can change his sprite. There are over 450 sprites that Amazing Scala Kitty has come up with. So when Threemus transforms with the crystal, can transform into Zeromus, literally, Omus, Goosemus,
Edgeworthmus. That's my favorite.
There's Tysimus. There's I saw Agamus. earlier today, I've seen M. Bisomus. If you're a Street Fighter fan.
Oh, well, yeah, you get that on Tuesday. Come on.
Yeah. But his true colors emerged, and we will see what we will see.
Oh,
Classic.
Shreddimus. Classic.
Classic Shredmus for your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle delight.
But we only have one ninja. And Palamporm are, what, 7 or 5? I forget which one. I don't think we have one teenage here. I think Edge is a teenager.
No, I believe Edge is actually 24 or something like that, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong, but I thought he was 24. Maybe
I don't remember. I just know that the kids are very young. Kids 5 years old. Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
And Edge in mid-20s. Okay, so no teenagers, only one ninja.
Yeah.
We fought the turtle here. We fought the turtle on in Metal Deal, so pretty close.
Isn't Kane like 19 or 20? I'm trying to remember. If he's 19, it works, but there's that Big Bang that comes out. Based on what I see in this party, I don't anticipate anything. Tella going down to the ground, that's not a big deal. Kane is 21. Almost. Rosa was 19.
Cool.
Thank you, chat.
Yes, this is very important discussions while profcory is doing hybrid. It looks like, going to zerk up his Edge, his Kane, looking to try to reflect nukes on Palom. But no one has a Starbale up, so curious.
Yeah.
Does he have no Starbales? Is that the problem here?
He's going old school. He's going to go wall. Wall on the old man. Interesting.
Oh, he must have forgotten to pick up the Starbales.
Yes, because he used all of them.
Right.
It was a eiklopfer who picked up those extras. Tell a wall. You love to see the old school.
None of these J items business, really.
Yeah, who needs G items? You just got White doing work there. You got Edge slamming for 4K, no big deal. Tella getting in on the action.
Nope, actually getting a direct cast because he's trying to get the nerf on the next Big Bang.
Yeah, and landed on Kane, definitely a great target. Let's see, Palom's nuke here. Let's see what that hits for. It looks as though it's 7,700. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So normally, because of 16-bit technology, basically the boss could not have more than 65,000 HP. But within his script, there's basically a refill mechanic. There is a way to bypass that mechanic. But that's how the boss can have more than 65,000 HP. It was 1991, and we could only put numbers so high. So that's what we do there. There's a quad nines. That's what we like to see there. Another white spell coming out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, eiklopfer is through his required fight there on the Crystal Sword. Also gets a downgraded Crystal Sword in Excalibur, but
still a sword to throw.
Still an objective, so you can't complain too much about that.
Yeah. And we do see Flash on profcory's side. So GG, get your GGs out for profcory as he is through. An official Discord race spot time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 54 seconds. I think momentarily, how about now, we're going to have profcory in for an interview. GG and congratulations, profcory. Well done. Well done.
GG, thank you.
No problem. So just give us your thoughts on the seed.
Well, I guess the the real monkey wrench was that Dark Knight Cecil, right? That was once I saw that, the first thought was panic, obviously, but then I was like, you know what? I know how to deal with this. I've run into this problem practicing the seed before. I know that cane strats work if I time it right. So once I got it on that second try, I was actually feeling really, really good because I knew there was a chance. Now, eiklopfer was a really good runner, but I knew there was a chance that it might hold him up and that I might have gained some ground there.
It was definitely a swag move. I honestly didn't think that you had the timing on it, so I didn't really bring a lot of attention to it. But hey, you proved me wrong, which I'm more than happy to do. And so that was definitely the swaggiest avoiding Dark Knight Cecil that I've ever seen. That's for sure.
Yeah, the timing is really scary looking because he doesn't do the animation if he doesn't have people to murder. So then you land and do damage, and then nothing's happening, and you're waiting, and then when the text pops up, you pump your fist. You're like, yes, got it.
To be honest, I didn't know you could do that strat, so I learned something today at least. So
yeah, I've
that
never
was
been
great to learn.
Yeah, I've never been successful in it. So GG to you there, profcory. Definitely proving why you're in this tournament and why you're in the Magma Route, and moving to 1-0 to continue the bloodbath coming up next week there with some other people there. Beyond that, not too bad of a seed. I don't think there wasn't anything too onerous. That's for sure.
Nope. Yeah, I agree that after that it was pretty reasonable. You know, had the classic, ditch the Cecil, find the crystal sword. But once I got to the Troya treasury and like maxed out Edge and Kane, I was not feeling so bad anymore.
Yeah, we were kind of sad that you were instantly punished there for dropping Cecil. Chat was kind of hoping you might pick him up there, come back and get him there, because you had the crystal sword and you held on to it for a while there. So thought maybe you might come back to it there. Turns out eiklopfer is sort of in go mode. He just has forgotten to turn in demist, which had the pan, which would have completed that. So that's what's going on there. Other than that, it was you guys were pretty much neck and neck there. So and it looks as though, based on what I just saw in the spoiler log, looks as though the legend sword's behind Yang in the Fame Arch. So the moon is going to be a complete bust, it looks as though. So
I won't lie, I probably almost forgot it myself. I started flying north, and as I approached the Mist Village, I was like, "Oh, right, yes, I should go do that then."
Yeah, it's it's not the first time a runner's done that. It definitely won't be the last. I've forgotten a demist myself, so I definitely feel bad trying to send some positive energy to him to get him to remember, because other than that, he's pretty much ready to go. Just needs to it's either he's looking for that legend sword or he's looking for the pan. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, so you're through. You're 1-0. You're gonna next week race against all those other 1-0 people who are all amazing and all tough. I wish you good luck in the next week. And do you have any final thoughts for us? Final thoughts for the chat?
You called it a bloodbath before, and that's exactly how I'm feeling about it. Even before this first round, like so many intimidating people to run into, and I got paired up against eiklopfer and went back and practiced one of the seeds that he did, and I didn't do as well as him. So right away I was feeling like, this is going to be a tough one, and I know it's only going to get tougher from here. But starting out 1-0 is a pretty big weight off my back. Just gonna take it week by week, I guess. One game at a time, to use the old sports saying. Last stop for me to thanks again to the Restream team. Thanks again to you guys, the Free Enterprise admin team and commentators and everyone working behind the scenes are one of the best communities around. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Appreciate the kind words there. Yeah, there's just a couple of sharks there at 1-0. Couch 23. Oh, this Penguinator guy, he happened to win his first match as well. Can't forget about him. Smate D, he's no slouch. Soup is,
I mean, there's a chump who got the bye. I mean, that's probably a free win, right?
Yeah. Whoever that was, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly.
I can't remember.
Yeah, some chump there. He's gonna be 1-0. You got Zilch at 1-0. You got Zyrak at 1-0. You got Tybalt at 1-0. You got, oh my God, you got Poidrak who won earlier at 1-0. You got Pizza at 1-0. You got McBain at 1-0. I wish you good luck, profcory, because they are all great runners, and it is going to be an interesting week next week. That's for sure.
For sure.
Sure. But thank you again for all of your time and bringing us this amazing content. We can't do this without you. Like I had said to Infinius, he's having a sleep, I'm having a nap. Our restreamers probably having a nap, and our trackers are having a nap. So thank you again for coming out and providing us with amazing entertainment. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I know you're relatively new to the community, so definitely there's always one that comes out of the bushes and definitely surprises. So this might put your name on some people's minds now. See if you can go pretty far. I wish you luck in the future.
I very much appreciate it. I'll do my best. Thanks again.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful evening.
So while that was happening, we had eiklopfer take a peek at the Ogopogo spot, bounce off the lunar dragons that were there, and it looks like they're just going for a further grind. So on the plus side, since he has the Dragoon Spear, this should be a relatively quick one. And it looks like he's trying to set up for double life pitch, but it's just going to fall a little bit short there.
Yeah, happens sometimes,
Yeah. No, this is just one of those seeds where you just forget that one thing, and I'm sure everyone's forgotten about Threemus from time to time. It feels bad when it happens, but you just gotta run with the punches sometimes.
Yeah, it's people being restreamed. It's not easy. You got hundreds of people watching. You got to make sure that you don't make any mistakes, anything, and you're trying to remember everything in your head. Plus, you're racing against one other person. When we have, the community races, it's like, you've got 20 or 30 other people. And so if you finish 7th, no big deal. Hey, I finished 7th out of 30. That's pretty good. In this, it's a one-on-one. So it's either you got it or you don't. So it's definitely tough. That's for sure. I've been in situations where I've forgotten relatively easy things to take out bosses, and hey, I applaud eiklopfer for sticking with it, knowing that his opponent has already finished. He could just simply, throw in the towel, but has decided not, and I can definitely appreciate that never say die spirit, and I'm cheering him on. Obviously he's 2-1, so definitely a good runner, and you're gonna have good runners that unfortunately it's unfortunate that somebody has to lose. You know, they're both great runners, and you hate to see it, but that's just kind of at this stage of the game. That's kind of how things go. So you know, we'll definitely.
Yeah, exactly. No shame for anyone who in this spot would actually just forfeit here, but it's very cool for eiklopfer to actually just push through, just try to finish off the seed, trying to just try to get everyone who's watching there some more content to watch. And it looks like he's done with his grind's going to make another attempt at those lunar dragons. I would think.
I think so. I think he's just going for a quick save here to just heal back up and make sure everybody's at full strength there before continuing. But yeah, it's looking forward just a little bit. Definitely some amazing matches coming up next week. I'm not sure. I had heard that something was going to be happening tomorrow.
Oh yes, we actually have a race. We have a race runners review of a race that happened between. I'm trying to remember this as well.
It was PK4787 and Bursic Badger from August 12th. So I believe that will be happening tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Free Enterprise. Because basically, what's going to happen is. Once everybody is done, then it goes to amazing helper of the community, Fred Codlin, and he does his magic where spits out the 1-0 matches against the 0-1 matches. So that takes a little bit of time to do. So we're gonna provide you with that tomorrow. Again at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Free Enterprise. So definitely tune in. It's going to be amazing. I will probably be watching to see the excitement, and it's always good to see this amazing community come out and do all of these amazing things. So hats off to everyone who's gonna bring that. And there's going to be 2 marathons tomorrow. I did not know that. That teaches me not keeping.
That's right. So, in fact, there's 2 marathons tomorrow. Tomorrow at around 11:23 a.m. Eastern. I believe that time's Eastern. We have a race between Gambit 017 and Bahamut X. It's not actually quite using the Threemus Zone flags. It's a dark matter hunt and music, and also a push me to jump seat. So that's gonna be a very fun race to watch. Just more to see the tricks you can do with A, jumping, and B, dark matter finding where all the chests are. We also have at 5:22 p.m. tomorrow, we have a race between Groundfly and Pixel Tamer using the Threemus Zone group flags. So that's 2 amazing marathons. Please come and hang out, watch and support those. And also, according to Skulky, there's also new harp songs and Z sprites to bid on. So yeah, feel free to donate for those. I'm sure those causes are great. Yeah, make sure to show the love to the rest of the community.
Absolutely, we wouldn't do it and couldn't do it without all of you coming in to watch. You'll be able to bid on some amazing new sprites and some new harp songs. And basically, I think once they're in the randomizer, they're in there. So if you wanna bid for your favorite sprite, definitely tomorrow will be your chance to do so. Midwest Speedfest supports able gamers, and Powerhouse is for Extra Life, 2 amazing charities. So definitely give those a look tomorrow. And it'll be a surprise. My apologies, Kyle. I got excited. It's always.
It could be anything. Could be a boat.
Could be. When people say new stuff, I get excited. It's like I'm right back in Christmas mode. So How about now?
I got a little ahead of
Corey in
myself.
for an interview.
Just a little
GG
bit.
and congratulations, Prof.
I
Corey.
wonder where the pass was. I wasn't
well
looking
done.
on Prof. Corey's side to see where the pass could be.
No problem.
It could
So,
be a boat.
Just give us your thoughts on the seed.
Pass doesn't show on the log. Well, I'm gonna have to go to feedback and ideas, Zoe, and get that in there because it's super important. Echo.
Echo?
Am I echoing?
Oh, it's I think it might be eiklopfer's feed. That's which I miss. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Whoops. That
Oops.
happens. No big deal, Prof. Corey. It's,
We all
I've
make
made
these
that-
mistakes.
Yeah, I've made that mistake doing post-game interview from time to time. Audio is like it's like a unicorn. It's impossible. Possible to find, impossible to fix. As we see eiklopfer taking down Calbrina here. Pretty easy peasy.
Yeah, unicorns. Unlike centaurs, which are totally real. I mean, we've got Bahamut summon down here in the Murasame altar. We haven't found a really at all this seed, have we?
I don't believe we've seen Iridia at this point, and we really only have I think one check left potentially. That would be the giant.
Oh no, we also have package, and we also have the 2 spots in Tower of Zot.
Didn't somebody run up Zot?
No, we looted the treasury, but never ran up Zot.
Oh no. I always get Zot
So-
and Lower Babel mixed up, so my
It's
apologies.
fair. It's
they both
fair.
they both have the same music, so
So Copper's going to get the good news here that good in the sense that A, it's a free fight here with Dark Imps, and it's a pink tail here off memory, so not required, but that's going to be Moon completely cleared up. So
yeah, maybe getting this tail will remind him to go look for Demist. Maybe. Yes, very punchy.
Maybe.
In this spot, as you can see, 2736. It's definitely a nothing to sneeze at.
yeah, it's very rough here. I guess the question here is, does eiklopfer have any hourglasses left? Where were hourglasses were in
Feymarch. I believe.
Feymarch? Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. If it's out Feymarch, that's a bit rougher then. Oh, the miss on that fatal. That's brute. That hurts.
You hate to see that. You
Yeah.
definitely hate to see it. But that can happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like as with most black magic spells, there's but to status there's a percentage chance to hit. I believe the black was it Will, which is Wisdom's the black magic stat, right? That would help to that they can change the percentages up and down, but it's still not guaranteed to hit at most of the time. Admittedly, being in the top slot does help with that landing those status effects.
It was Bad Karma was a heroin
robe,
robe at Ogopogo. Oh, thanks, Zoe. So, knowing that the moon is haunted, most of these seeds I find has been haunted for whatever reason. Randomization just says moon's haunted. Tell your friends.
So here's the good news by eiklopfer, right? And
He's
even though we
running
know
out
he's
of
lost.
Yeah, he's running out of
Exa-
spots.
Exactly, because we know that the only spot he can check is Feymarch now, because none of the spots he's checked actually unlock anything. So he either has to go through, or if he remembers Threemus, that's also a thing.
Well, as we know, Yang is holding a legend sword, as per profcory's spoiler log. So, is he going to go for Yang first? It's a tough. Without Pally Cecil, it is a very tough fight. He hits hard, and he's got a lot of HP to burn through, and it's a pain in the butt. But what can he do?
Well, having said that, he should have a whole bunch of he does have the levels to be able to do a whole bunch of damage now. So like and the weaponry. Oh, it doesn't have the weaponry on Edge. Never mind. Never, because the mirror and the master is behind Earth Crystal. But on the flip side of that, I believe that the Edges should have Blink, should have the image spell. So that's 2 free sources of Blink on characters. So I think he should be okay.
I hope he remembers that.
Oh, it is unfortunate, however, that that Palom is just short on you, because that also has sped things up. It's level 51. But he's choosing correctly. Alright.
$880 wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be,
but that's for a back row. That's for a back row character.
Yeah.
That's and that kick's not too bad either. But no, if it wasn't the fact that eiklopfer was level 50s, this would be a very hard fight. As you can see by the fact that that poor arm took 2k damage in one hit. But yes, I think focusing, using the edges to illusion to blink up, having the forearm to blink up as well. That's probably the type of thing you have to go for here. Yeah, that Palom just went down on one swing as well. So this might be a very rough one.
He's trying though.
He's putting up good damage numbers, so it might actually be fine. I actually think it might be fine.
Maybe he just needs to make sure that everybody stays up, and Palom gets that Cure 4 off. That's definitely going to help him out. You do get to hear that cool dragon sphere noise. It's my favorite king noise.
Yeah, Palom goes down once again. That's kind of fortunate. Also, probably unfortunate, it's queuing up the life potion now because the kick is probably going to bring her down again.
Yeah, it's just a matter of timing sometimes. But Kane doing that work there and Edge doing that work.
But he's down. He's got him. All right, so we have go mode. Go mode, because we know that this is the legend sword, so should be able to. Yes, gets to forge, gets to peek at what's actually for sale in Kakul's shop, and then go from there.
Absolutely, very exciting. Maybe there'll be some edge swords.
Maybe there could be a boat.
Maybe. When's I need to put that in feedback and ideas. Instead of free enterprise, it'll be like free boat or prize. And instead of starting with an airship, you just start with a boat. And you just have to travel around.
Is it?
That's probably like Final Fantasy 1, but
I was about to say, I was thinking the exact same thing. That's Final Fantasy 1, right? Because there's only the overworld in that, right? So
yeah. But hey, I feel like the water got underutilized in this game, so worst they'll say is it's not in the cards, and then I'll ask about playable Golbez, and then they'll say that's not in the cards either. So
Now they could have goblins in the bed, right? That's something we could do. Ooh,
white spirit, some apples, yummy.
ooh, and also
Oh.
some Zeus gauntlets if we want to give them to our Zerkers.
Yeah. You got 2 Excals. You sell those and get some apples. I want my Porum to be super beefy.
I mean, that's honestly that kind of makes sense. That makes sense to me. Realistically speaking, like you know that you're just short on nuke on Palom. I guess. Actually, that's another good question. Who's his anchor in this spot?
He doesn't really have an anchor. I don't think. His anchor's who's ever in the middle right now.
I guess.
Which is Edge, I believe. There are some breakpoints, as Jeebus is indicating in chat. If his agility is 42, it's actually not a problem, really. It's very true. Bible apples can shave minutes off of your grind. I won a community race once because of it.
I mean, I had a practice seed. I think a few days ago where, because I found Soma drops for sale, I got to slingshot Iridia while also using Sylph to heal up my party while demachine grinding. That was good.
That sounds fun. But he has pretty much guaranteed, barring incident, that Form should be able to survive an unnerved Big Bang. There's always those exceptions where Zoromus eats his Wheaties and goes to town. So.
Yeah, so barring some unfortunate timing where he just gets a big bang in intermedio, yeah, eiklopfer should be able to take this Z fight down.
It's always that big bang medio that every runner is scared of. Every runner, because even if you know the script, sometimes it seems as though the script doesn't always follow the rules, I find. The Wombo combo of FF4.
Yeah. Actually, perhaps the Ruder combo is actually Black Hole into Big Bang into Meteor. Because you can't even try to push through damage in the meteor phase because you've just lost all your Zerkers.
So he's got one edge at 41 and one edge at 47. 47 edge. This is going to be fast. This is going to be very fast, chat. This will be one of the fastest Zoromuses that you will ever see.
Yeah.
Well, it's workable because he's got enough HP, but it's people are going to be wondering how he big bangs so quickly. But we'll definitely see. But you'd rather 47 than 41, that's for sure.
Yeah. I guess it's time to strap ourselves in because this is going to be a very wild Z fight.
I'm excited. You don't get to see these wild Z fights very often.
And of course, eiklopfer has the advantage of having 2 ninjas to take on this Threemus as opposed to 1.
Yep. So you pick the best Ninja Turtles. That's Leonardo and Donatello. You can at me all you want. Michelangelo and Raphael can go sit down and take a break because they're garbo.
I'm not gonna lie, I forget which Ninja Turtle has which weapon. I forget.
Oh, I can tell you because I'm a nerd. It's Donatello with the purple is a bow staff. Leonardo's blue, he has a katana sword. Michelangelo is orange with the nunchucks. And Raphael is red with the sai. Zedmus, yes, Zedmus. That Zoe's backing me up there. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's just too many fandoms like to touch. I just forget these things. Things go in one ear out the other sometimes. But we get to look forward to our second Z fight.
And eiklopfer does have silk web, so at least you'll get the first Big Bang nerf, that's for sure. Targeting Kane is, you definitely love to see that. Going to throw the spoon.
Well, it makes sense. You have no Edward to wield it, so may as well just throw it. Like a shuriken, or actually none of those other weapons actually, like none of the sword, the staff side, they can't really throw those, can you?
No. First Big Bang comes out. Not too bad. Everybody looks okay. Cure 4 from this Palm. It looks as though his middle edge is just gonna throw stuff. Definitely a legit strat.
Yeah, makes sense. Like you have a whole bunch of circles going anyway, so that's where I kind of passed by that. We do have an edge anchor. This edge is, I think, was it the 47 agility edge or the 41? I forget.
This is the 47 edge that's in the middle, so. See another shake there. See, no, you cannot dart the crystal sword. That is the only sword, I believe, that cannot be darted. I could be wrong on that.
I know you can't. I know there's one of the ninja swords you can't throw. I think it's the middle. You randomly can't throw either.
Looks as though phase change on Threemus there. So we're in phase 2. As he shook and then didn't Big Bang, and now in a Big Bang. I think this might hurt.
Yeah, this will hurt definitely.
Everybody.
Ooh.
Everybody's still up, so
all those apples, coming to play here. Get that extra. I think it was 500 hit points on that poem. Definitely helped here. It's another Dark for AK. Yep. Black hole.
Oh, it's not too bad.
So it's going to have to spend some time Barkasing up again. Poem probably still needs to do healing. Is Pelham actually doing anything? Has Pelham actually done anything lit in this fight apart from like use up a couple of potions?
Yeah, it looks as though Pelham's in chemist mode, which kind of surprises me. But
yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Because if you're gonna have Pelham as an anchor, or not do anything, why not just have him as an anchor then? And have like a 20. I think because Pelham was a 29.
I thought it was 22, so I think
that's even better, right? That's even better for an anchor. I would have thought.
At 22, I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest, but it could be. Oh, middle and long katanas are not throwable. Very interesting.
Oh, of course, what longs were throwable? Huh.
I guess I just assumed since shorts were, that middles and longs would have been, but
I think it's just too big to throw. I guess that's the rationale.
Because Excalibur isn't too big to throw. My white spear isn't too big to throw.
Well, you see that white spear actually is like can be like a javelin, so it kind of makes sense for those spears to be throwable. That speed to be throwable.
Yeah, I guess.
Whereas Excalibur, okay, that's excusable, honestly. Like I've got nothing for that.
Question in
Yep.
chat: does Z's counter refill work against a party throwing a bunch of excals? Nope. There's the vanilla speed run. There's a route that uses Excaliburs using the Duke glitch, and all they do is throw Excaliburs at Threemus. Because the Excaliburs do so much, you can get through quite quickly, but it looks as though we are in medial phase here, so everything looks to be under control.
Yeah.
We do have a GG there.
Alright, GG Copper. Good for finishing the seed. That's apart from the beginning of that one thing was very rough, but he managed to finish it out. So give it GGs for him.
Yeah. And we are joined by Eiklopfer, GG, and well played on finishing things out there. We greatly appreciate it.
Hey,
What did
thanks.
you? No problem. What did you think of the seed?
So, definitely Moon's Haunted. That's one thought on the seed. Also, while giving a chance for the stream to catch up there, I got a chance to see where all those key items are, and I think I saw what might be a slight misplay on my part. So, the fight there of Mist Dragon into Ashura, and then I kind of dropped the first fight against Ashura, and my second fight was also pretty sloppy. Might have tilted me just a little, and I completely forgot about Mist Dragon. And so missing out on that pan, and I didn't quite catch the chain there, but that definitely, I think, set me into that rabbit hole of looking down the moon, as I thought there were still plenty of key items left, so I really went for the density of locations up there, which turned out to not have what I was looking for.
Yeah. So, Rydia's mom had the pan, and then obviously going to hit the pan on Yang.
You had Earth, yeah.
And then returning it was Earth Crystal, as well as Baron Key, and you got Magma Key because you finished Seal 1. Sheila 2 was Baron Key, which didn't play into the seed, but obviously getting that fourth objective, and us knowing on the spoiler that Yang held the Legend Sword, I was trying to channel my energy to get you to try and remember. I'm like, remember, because it was actually a very, very close race up until that point. So you made all those extra checks, and obviously the times show the difference, but it was a very competitive race. You still had a chance had you remembered
Yeah, definitely.
to be there. We don't know where the pass was. Doesn't show in the log. Spoilers. But definitely.
With that pan hit first, then having gone up to the moon, knowing there's only that one objective left, I could just go ahead and get a grind done. In fact, and know my path to 10 key items would have made that the end game much more straightforward than the path I ended up going down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Team Never Cecil, eh?
So, if I'm offered like 3 or 4, I'll definitely take Cecil. But with just that one, and seeing characters like, I don't think I'd seen my edge there, but I definitely was a little concerned when I first dropped that Cecil. When I saw edge, I felt a little better. When I saw my second edge, even knowing it looked like I had a hook route in front of me, I was still feeling okay. The Crystal Sword in Eplin Cave made me feel a little less good about my option, but at that point I'm very much committed on never ordeals because I'm holding a Crystal Sword and I gave up my Cecil, so I'm not making anyone a paladin at that point.
Fair enough.
It was just do ordeals.
Sorry,
did you never do ordeals?
I did not.
No, he faded. So
Alright.
That according to chat, Zoe saying you didn't mark demist off on your tracker on your personal.
That's correct. I recently moved to this tracker for the objective list, which is very useful, and it has demist. My old tracker didn't. I have gotten the habit of checking it off. This race is a very good lesson in making that a habit, so definitely in my practice going forward, I'll be sure to do that and follow up on it.
Oh, and you're not the first person to run into that, and you probably won't be the last. So don't feel bad. It's tough, you know. It's the last race to finish up week 1, and it's a lot of pressure. Profcory is good. Everybody in the Magma Route is good. So you're up against some really tough competition, but we appreciate you finishing it out for everybody. And do you have any other questions, Infinius?
No, I've got no other questions. No, it was just unfortunate for you that you forgot that one thing, and that just basically broke the seed wide open. Especially with the treasure having a whole bunch of legendary ninja swords.
Oh boy, yeah, my edges were not as well equipped as I would have liked. Luckily, one of them just had plenty of Excaliburs to throw, so at least this Threemus fight didn't prove to be too challenging.
We do appreciate the music being first, and also this is just feedback. When you go to back row edge, the back row item needs to be in the right hand and not the left hand.
Ah, I was definitely not aware of that, so thank you.
Oh, that's my pleasure. Just in case you're wondering, your one edge seemed to be trailing behind quite a bit on damage.
I did notice that, and I wasn't too sure what was going on, because I had distinctly recalled putting the boomerang on.
Yeah, you had, and you had placed it in the left hand, but even though edge is like ambidextrous, the way the check works, it needs to be in his right hand. So
good to know.
No, not a problem. Just something I wanted to throw out there, because that's an easy one that can be forgotten from time to time. That's for sure. Any final thoughts? I know you moved to 0-1. It's tough. There's a lot of amazing runners who are 0-1. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, as it's basically backs against the wall. Any thoughts on next
For sure,
week?
I definitely know there's a lot of very, very talented runners in this set, so definitely I'll get some more practice in before my next race. And I just want to thank everyone putting together the tournaments. It's been a lot of fun so far, so thank you.
Oh, thank you. Without you, like I had said, we're all just having a nap probably. So to everybody in chat, make sure you give both our runners a follow. And again, shout out to behind the scenes. Got Zoe Vermillion making sure that everything works good. Bad Karma clicking the buttons, and to my co-commentator Judge Infinius. It's been a pleasure working with you. It looks as though we are going to kick it over to Bahamut X. He is going to be running a marathon tomorrow for, I believe, Midwest Speed Fest. So
it's Dark Matter Hunt and a Push Me to Jump Seed, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So
also music.
Yes, also music. Just before we wrap that up, any final questions, EI? Oh, maybe he's gone.
No, I've got no other questions. G's a copper. And good luck to everyone who's going into week 2. Whoever ends up facing me, please go easy on me, because I only lucked my way into 1-0.
So I would recommend going really hard on Judge Infinius, because he got a week off. So bring your A game. Bring your A+ game. Bring your S tier game, as the kids say.
Bring your F game. Come on.
Perfect. For now, I'm Nitsky1. Have a wonderful evening or day or afternoon, wherever you are. Go on, cheer Bahamut X. He's awesome runner, awesome streamer. Plays a variety of games. Going to be playing this tomorrow for Midwest Speed Fest for charity. So let's do that, and remember to never forget Derek Miss. That's for sure.
Until you do, that is. But yeah.
Have a wonderful night, everyone, and thank you again.